What changes do you think a $1 billion investment could bring about in the fastest-growing sector of the auto industry? The European Union has increased tariffs on electric vehicles from China to protect competition among automakers in Europe. The new tariffs on electric cars imported from China have spiked from 17.4% to 37.6%. Imagine a car with a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $35,000. If a 37% tariff is applied to this imported car, it could impact the final price. $35,000 plus $12,950 equals $47,950 after accounting for the tariff. When a tariff of 37% is placed on imported cars, it means that the government imposes an additional cost of 37% on the value of those cars when they enter the country. This tariff is designed to protect domestic car manufacturers and encourage consumers to buy locally produced vehicles. For instance, let's consider the European Union, EU, and its recent investigation into Chinese electric vehicle imports. China's surge in EV exports to Europe led the EU to consider imposing tariffs on these imports. If the EU goes ahead, the levies would likely fall within the 15 to 30% range. German carmakers, who heavily rely on the Chinese market, oppose these measures due to fears of swift Chinese retaliation. BMW, for example, imports Chinese-made mini EVs and the iX3 into Europe, and China is BMW's largest single market. So a 37% tariff on imported cars can significantly impact trade dynamics and provoke responses from both exporting and importing countries. But the response from a Chinese automaker shocked the entire car industry. In a landmark decision that underscores the evolving dynamics of the global electric vehicle market, Chinese automotive giant BYD has announced plans to build a $1 billion manufacturing plant in Turkey. This strategic investment not only marks a significant milestone for BYD, but also for Turkey and the broader European automotive industry. This video delves into the multifaceted motivations behind BYD's decision, the specifics of the deal, the anticipated benefits for both China and Turkey, and the wider impacts on Europe and the global automotive market. The decision by BYD to establish a manufacturing plant in Turkey is driven by several key strategic considerations. Foremost among these is the recent imposition of additional tariffs by the European Union on Chinese-made electric vehicles. These tariffs, which range from 17.4% to 38%, aim to curb the influx of Chinese EVs, which the EU contends benefit from unfair state subsidies. By producing vehicles in Turkey, BYD can circumvent these tariffs and gain tariff-free access to the EU market due to Turkey's customs union agreement with the EU. This move is particularly significant in light of the EU's efforts to protect its domestic automotive industry from what it perceives as unfair competition. Turkey serves as a strategic gateway to the European market. Establishing a manufacturing base in Turkey allows BYD to more effectively meet the growing demand for EVs in Europe. The location also offers logistical advantages, enhancing supply chain efficiency and reducing transportation costs. This strategic positioning not only facilitates better market penetration, but also bolsters BYD's competitive edge in the increasingly competitive EV market. Economic and political stability in Turkey further bolster its attractiveness as an investment destination. Turkey's strategic location, robust supplier base, and skilled workforce make it an appealing choice for BYD. Moreover, the Turkish government's proactive stance in attracting foreign investment and its efforts to foster a favorable business environment have reinforced BYD's decision to invest in the country. This alignment of economic interests and political stability creates a conducive environment for BYD's long-term growth and operational success. The investment deal, signed under the auspices of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, outlines the construction of a plant in Turkey's Manisa province. The investment amount is approximately $1 billion, and the facility will have an annual capacity to produce 150,000 electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles. In addition to vehicle manufacturing, the site will host a research and development center focused on sustainable mobility technologies. The plant is expected to create around 5,000 jobs and is slated to begin production by the end of 2026. For BYD, the establishment of a manufacturing plant in Turkey presents several significant advantages. First and foremost is cost efficiency. By producing vehicles locally, BYD can significantly reduce the cost of exporting vehicles to the European market, which currently incurs high tariffs when shipped from China. This cost-saving measure not only improves BYD's competitive positioning, but also enhances its profitability in the European market. The European EV market is burgeoning, driven by increasing consumer demand for sustainable mobility solutions and stringent regulatory measures aimed at reducing carbon emissions. Establishing a manufacturing base in Turkey allows BYD to tap into this growing demand more effectively, positioning it as a formidable competitor to other major automakers. This strategic move enhances BYD's market presence and enables it to better meet the needs of European consumers. Local production fosters consumer trust and increases market share, as consumers tend to favor brands with a local manufacturing presence. Turkey stands to gain significantly from this investment as well. The $1 billion investment is a substantial economic injection that is likely to stimulate local economic activity and generate substantial employment opportunities. The creation of around 5,000 jobs will have a positive ripple effect on the local economy, contributing to economic growth and development. The establishment of an R&D center for sustainable mobility technologies will also foster innovation and contribute to the development of Turkey's automotive technology sector. This focus on R&D is crucial for advancing Turkey's technological capabilities and positioning it as a hub for automotive innovation. The knowledge transfer and technological advancements resulting from this investment will have long-term benefits for Turkey's automotive industry. Furthermore, the deal reinforces Turkey's position as a key player in the global automotive industry. Attracting a major investment from a leading global automaker like BYD enhances Turkey's reputation as a favorable investment destination. This, in turn, is likely to attract further investments from other global players, strengthening Turkey's industrial base and boosting its economic growth. The establishment of BYD's plant in Turkey is poised to have significant repercussions across Europe. European automakers will face increased competition as BYD leverages its cost advantages and expands its market share in Europe. This heightened competition is likely to drive innovation and efficiency within the European automotive industry as automakers strive to maintain their market positions. The new plant will also alter supply chain dynamics, potentially driving down costs and fostering greater efficiency within the European automotive market. BYD's move into Turkey will also influence other global automakers. The strategic advantages offered by Turkey, coupled with the cost efficiencies of local production, are likely to prompt other automakers, particularly those from China, to reassess their European strategies. This could lead to more investments in production facilities within the region as companies seek to circumvent tariffs and enhance their competitive positioning. As BYD and other Chinese automakers continue to expand their international footprint, their influence on the future of electric mobility will undoubtedly grow, driving forward the transition to a more sustainable automotive industry. This investment not only benefits BYD in Turkey, but also has far-reaching implications for the global automotive market, highlighting the interconnectedness and dynamism of today's global economy.